Syndication is simply a partnership. It's a partnership between general partners, sponsors, or otherwise called the active part of the syndication, and limited partners who are inactive. These guys are passive investors. The reality is you're attempting as a limited partner and a passive investor to partner with someone who is active in the space, does this as a full-time job, has been doing it hopefully for years, and understands that space. The challenge comes in with how do you know who's a good syndicator and who's not? Who has been doing this for a long time and who hasn't? I talk to a lot of people and their first question is, what's your IRR? Your internal rate of return. How much money can I make? And in my opinion, it's not the right question to start with. The right question to start with is, tell me about your track record. Tell me about the deals you've done. Tell me about your experience. Tell me about how you got involved in the business. These are all the questions to start with, because in the environment we're in, a lot of people are talking about this being a new real estate market. Someone like myself, I've been doing this for 27 years. I'm second generation, and it's not new. There's nothing new about it. I did my first deal at 9% interest. So there's really a lot of things here that you can break down. But let's start by talking about how you know if a syndicator is someone you want to work with. The first thing you got to do is you got to identify your goals. Is multifamily what you want? Maybe it's industrial. Maybe you're looking at something different. But what are you trying to do? Do you want to invest in a specific location right where you're at? Are you looking at maybe you live in a market that's not so hot and you've got your eye on, let's call it Orlando, Florida? Are you looking to go a certain type of property in a certain market? Know what you're looking for so that when you're having the questions and answer time with the syndicators that you're interviewing, you're able to do very specific questions and they're able to give you very specific answers. Once you've had that conversation, now it's time to start doing your research. When you're talking with those syndicators, always ask them for referrals of people that they've worked with that you could talk to. I mean, let's talk about it. You're investing real money and usually a big portion of what you've been able to save, so you want to do that. You can also check online reviews, check their track record, and find out exactly how they're doing in all these markets and how their success has been going. The last part is doing your due diligence. Once you've narrowed it down to a particular syndicator and you know the market you want to work in, now it's time to really do your due diligence and understand the underwriting on the deal. Understand what the play is. I do have a story about an investor who got involved with us that was very unhappy with our performance. But the reality was he got involved in an appreciation deal, a development deal, and was worried because he wasn't getting his distributions. After bringing him back to the PPM, he was able to understand that it was never set up to make monthly distributions, even quarterly distributions, but it did appreciate for him nicely. So make sure that you understand the terms of the deal. I would even go the step further to get on site, travel to the location. I mean, if you're investing $50,000 or more, what's another $2,000 to show up and walk the property, meet the management team, and go from there? Before I share these final 3 tips with you that I have definitely used in my business, please like and subscribe to this page. We'd love to hear from you. Love your thoughts and comments. Here's the 3 tips I have used to grow my business. Number 1, network with other investors. Find your people, get with other LPs, find out what works for them. Find out what syndicators they've been working with, the results from that. Find out if they still love that market. Find out what they're doing from there. You can get very valuable insight and a lot of recommendations from other limited partners and people in your position. So 506Bs are sophisticated investors that have a net worth less than $1 million and or make less than $300,000 a year as a couple or $200,000 a year separately. So the SEC actually requires us to build these relationships, and building relationships with other limited partners allows you to invest in other deals by that syndicator. So make sure you do that. It will be helpful in the future. Another great way to do it is attend industry events. It will allow you to network faster. It will allow you to meet syndicators quicker and get an idea of what they're doing. There are a number of industry events where you can meet other multifamily syndicators, and if you need more information on that, definitely DM us and we'll get you that information of where we're going to be and some of the other great ones that are out there. This is also a great way to learn more about the industry and find potential deals that you may not have known about that may be something that checks all your boxes. The last one is to use your online resources. We've all got Google now. We can all figure that out. And there's a number of online resources that can help you find multifamily syndicators. I know it sounds funny, but YouTube is a great place to find people that are in the syndication business, and it gives you a look behind the curtain as far as what they're talking about, and you can get a real understanding really quick as to what they really know. These resources can provide you with a lot of information about different syndicators, their deals, their past performance, and all of those things. So let's go back to the key points of this video. First of all, you're going to want to have very specific questions for the syndicators that you speak with. You're also going to want to get some references and some referrals from that syndicator and follow up on those. Thirdly, you're going to want to do your own research on the syndicator and the deals presented so that you fully understand. You know, finding syndicators and finding deals will take time and effort, but your efforts will pay off as you become more knowledgeable and then begin to grow your net worth and your monthly residual income. So if you'd like to learn more about syndication and taking your net worth to the next level, go to shannonrobnett.com. We'll find you there and we'll get you all the information you're looking for.